Hello there, everybody. I'm about to be giving my market outlook on what I'm expecting to going into next week and what I want to see going into next week, as well as going over whatever news drivers we have, as well as what I expect these news drivers to do going into next week. Starting off with news, you know what I'm saying we got Monday. Monday we got some uh not high but like mid impact news. We got some 8:30 news that goes in. I mean, I don't really expect nothing crazy to happen, but I feel like Monday could probably still be like a lower probable day. But you could probably still expect regular Monday to be like a random expansion to the upside at 9:30 or something with no type of retracement. Or I could expect just Monday to be regular price action where price just moves and just maybe chops around, but maybe not as much expansion, but maybe just more, I guess, more candles are just taking a long time for the price to deliver and stuff. But Tuesday, we have tentative news. Our Trump's gonna be speaking and stuff. I don't know tentative. I don't know if it's gonna happen or not because of that. But we have 9 a.m. mid impact. None really crazy about that. 10 a.m. news as well. You know what I'm saying? Just watch for that 4 hour candle. See how it opens. I guess. Honestly, I feel like with these news impacts, these are not gonna really do too much. But maybe something like Wednesday with FOMC going in at 2 p.m. I could probably expect some type of reaction going into that. I mean, everything else just feels like it's gonna be no real reaction, no real crazy anything happening. Like we might chop until 10 a.m. news drivers drop, but everything else seems like it's gonna be basically pretty straightforward. 8:30 unemployment claims. You know what I'm saying? Pretty straightforward, pretty good. I'm saying news. 8:30 PPI. That's pretty good, you know what I'm saying? We have some pretty good news drivers. Looks like a pretty good week. I just want to be able to see what I can and we'll be able to do. All right. So for the chart wise, I want to go over what I expect and what I want to see going into next week. I have S&P 500 right here and Nasdaq right here. All right. So first things first, I have this little this is on the daily time frame. I have these highs marked out as low resting liquidity because we have been, you know what I'm saying, since November, we've been just kind of building in this range. Like you see everywhere else on this chart, we're either going up, going down. We're genuinely consolidating on the daily time, like on the weekly. We're just what's it called? Accumulating, bro. We're just not going anywhere. We're just price like for the past couple of months, we've had moves happening, but we haven't really gone anywhere to actually expand out of this. I guess out of this range, just like that general range, has been being held. You know what I'm saying for quite a while, and I feel like going into FOMC, we could see price potentially break out of this range, and maybe create a new all-time high going into Wednesday. Like I feel like Wednesday might be high of a week or low of a week, depending on how we start opening up because I feel like we are in a sequence to start seeking out new all-time highs because we're about to be in what February next month. We're about to go into the next month. We're about to. I'm talking too fast. We're about to be going to the next, the second month of the year. I feel like price might create a new all-time high because we did the same thing last February. February, we created a new all-time high. Everybody thought, "Oh my God, it's going crazy," and then we had a crazy drop lower. So I do want to see price create a new all-time high going into the last week of nah, they just doxed my nah. I want to see price create a new all-time high um going into the last week of January, and I want to see how price plays it out going to the first week of February because I pretty much want to expect similar price action, maybe a little bit better than what we had going from January going to February. But yeah, for market profile wise, I'm honestly bullish towards these all-time highs going to this last week of the week, going to the last week of the week, last week of the month. I'm tripping. Like here, last week price created Tuesday, Wednesday created low of the week out into this daily breaker, literally bottom ticking the daily breaker. before we had a reaction. I'm gonna see this in the lower time frame. Like, when did we do this at? Did we do this at 9:30? It was, I think, or at 6. When the 6, uh, when the 6 a.m. 4-hour candle opened, we manipulated down to this daily breaker, like an hour into that 4-hour candle, and then we never came back down to this low again. And then I literally noticed this shit. I seen it, bro. I know, bro. I know we're creating awesome. All right, bro. I swear I was genuinely saying the same thing to my man's the other day, bro. Price has created. All right, all right, all right. Hear me out, bro. Hear me out. 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 On the daily time frame, on Wednesday, price gap down going into Wednesday, right? Bro, we're literally about to create a new all-time high in this week, bro. I'm telling you right now, we're creating new all-time highs right now. I'm gonna tell you how. I know that. We gap down going into Sunday open, right? Wednesday we created a low of the week, and this daily breaker bottom ticking it. We didn't really even come to consequent encroachment. We respected it so strongly. We were so bullish that price bottom ticked the daily breaker. All right. And ever since then, we've been respecting bullish order flow so easily. We've been respecting it, right? Where is this? Wednesday, right? Where are we at? I want to see these lows, because these lows literally are not getting taken at all. We're not touching them at all. Where are we at? Thursday. Thursday. I wanted to see that 10 a.m. low. 10 a.m. right here. Thursday. Like 10 a.m. right here. On the 10 a.m. on a 4-hour, right? 10 a.m. opens. Price just starts accumulating in that area, in that little pocket. We just start accumulating, right? For no reason, but I guess price just wanted to hold this area, right? The next day opens, price comes back in the same zone, right? And we hold this area, or no, going to 6 p.m., but 6 a.m. we hold this area again on the 4-hour. Then going back into this day's market open, we hold this area, and then displace out of it going to market open. I want to see this zone here. Oh, shoot. I want to see this price area here hold, and I want to see price gap up and create new all-time highs going into this next week. And I want to see price hold those all-time highs as we have FOMC. So yeah, bro. Cause I feel like we've been in the zone for so long. It's better be the next month of the year. I don't want to see price, you know what I'm saying, I guess do something more drastic than it did in January and create a new all-time high. You know what I'm saying? Yes, yeah, bro. I'm super bullish going into this next week. I wanted to see how this new week opening gap opens, and I want to see how price holds bullish structure, because we have this possible little bullish order block right there. This little daily change in the state right there if we close above here. And then this could be like what, a pre-existing high, and it could be supporting price. Like price could go up here, bam, come down and be supported on these old all-time high. Maybe come back a little bit lower into this range, and then maybe this could be how we play out going into this next week. Like maybe. All right, all right. This is my scenario. This is what I want to see going into this next week. I either want to see price open at 6 p.m. right here and gap up and go out to take out this all-time high off rip, right? And then we just do that, right? And that's how we open up going into Monday. Price manipulates that high even higher, right? And then we just start ripping lower, or we start falling back into this range, right? Maybe something like that happens. And then going to Tuesday, price maybe starts falling back even lower. Maybe Tuesday's a slow day, and price just continues to move down lower after sweeping out this new high range, right? Like after we sweep out the new all-time high on Tuesday or wherever, price just continues down lower on Tuesday. And then maybe price will get back into OTE going into Wednesday, right? We're going to have a sharp move down going into Wednesday. And then FOMC is going to take price all the way back to new all-time highs going into FOMC at 2 p.m. But I'm gonna keep this unlisted, and when this don't hit, I'm gonna post it, and I'm gonna look crazy though. I'm not gonna look crazy till it happen. You feel me? But yeah, that's my market outlook going into Sunday, January 25th, of this week. I want to see what happens. Super bullish. Want to see how Price delivers. Want to see how we set up going into this week. Pretty good week, pretty good news. I want to see everything, take advantage of every opportunity I can get. But until then, I will be seeing y'all. And I'll be posting my trades going into this week. But yeah, that's it.